I hope everybody's okay. Everybody is fine, fantastical. I'm whispering kind of because my children are sleeping right now, but I hope you can hear what I'm about to say. I I had this feeling I had to share this. Maybe somebody needs it right now. And I also have this belief that sometimes when I feel something that is engraved deep in me, that is a bit traumatic, and when I share it, I feel a release of the pain, I guess. And I also have, I feel, I don't even know how to explain it, but it kind of puts me in a stool where I feel responsible and taking responsibility for helping others to come out of what they are feeling. So, like some of you know, I got depressed. Actually, I was almost taking my life in 2015. I got so depressed that I was really that down. I attempted suicide, but it didn't work. So I think from that moment, there's been shadows around that make me feel those moments once in a while where I feel, oh, I'm out of energy. Oh, I don't really feel like the day is worth enjoying because I'm no longer at the stage where I can say, I don't want to live. I can't say that. I would never think about saying that because I know for myself that pain which I had, I cured it. But they're just shadows that linger sometimes, I think, in each one of our lives. Because maybe somebody once said, when you've once been depressed, and you really have to know what triggers, what makes you get depressed, because it's like having a trauma. So you have to know what triggers that feeling, which literally takes you in and kind of consumes you. And when you find out what it is that triggers you, learn to also find the antidote for the same. So sometimes when I get into these moments, it's usually the triggers are I'm overwhelmed either with work or I don't have a lot of work to do. Like being idle is not a part of me. Maybe I have some ADHD without knowing. And also when the weather is, but I don't really, it's funny because the winters are the ones that make me feel really not so good. But this time, the summer, it's raining and it's just dark, and sometimes I feel like, do I really want to leave? That's just the advantage I have for working for myself. But otherwise, sometimes I really feel very, very sad, and I can't speak it out because I told myself, and also from what I know, if you're a person who has tendencies of depression, one antidote you can do that really helps me. That's why today I'm up and running, and I'm actually much better today. One thing you can do, try, by all means, try. Hi, Zabari, hi. Try by all means not to talk negative about what you are feeling. Because the truth of the matter is that what you are feeling is very, very real. What you're feeling is very real. And a lot of people don't understand, especially in Africa. People think, you're just pretending, yeah, da da da. At the end of the day, there's a difference between people who are in Africa who have neighbors whom they talk to constantly, and some of us who chose to come here where you can see your neighbors from a distance after maybe a month, and all you say is hi, hello. So we don't have that, human beings. I'm fine, thank you. We don't have that social life like we have back home in Africa or in places where the sun shines. But at the end of the day, I have to tell you this. If you are fighting shadows, I call them shadows of depression, there's only one thing you can do. Stay positive. Don't talk negative on a day when you're feeling really, really negative, because only one thing is going to happen. You're going to go down in that spiral. I've tried it a lot of times and I have never come out of it feeling good. When I start saying I'm not feeling well, then I start sharing it with people. It's like I'm now opening up the wounds. Time after this comes out, and at the end of the day, the wounds are so fresh. It's like I feel like going back to that place where it was very dark. But when you catch yourself feeling very, very low, this happens to a lot of people. Maybe men are not that much into it, but maybe men are not so many who have it. But I think women, we take a lot of responsibility upon ourselves. Even what is not our responsibility, we tend to just care too much. And when things don't work, we feel like we have failed our families, our husbands, our children. It's like we are taking everybody else's problems. One thing you can also do is disconnect from everyone. Just disconnect. I do this sometimes. I just go home to Africa all by myself. I don't carry my children with me. I just want to be away. And when I get there, I do not live so much with my family. I go and live maybe in a hotel. I just tour around just so I can be by myself. So I can feel that, I can feel those moments in an environment where I know if I need help, I'm just going to scream and somebody's going to come right away. Where I feel I am known, where I feel I can speak, and even though they criticize me, I'll still feel, they are my family, they will understand me. So if at any time you have shadows of depression, don't talk negative about the situation, because you are going to really make it grow. I promise you. I know this. I've been living in the same feeling, and I get this feeling once or twice every year from 2015. But one thing I can tell you, I can never take my life again. Never. And when I say never, it's because I can see when I'm having those tendencies. You can see my kitchen, it's never really like this. But it's because of the same. I've just cleared out the laundry. There was laundry around here. I've even started now watching my orchids. So I'm in a good place. I'm coming up again. It can happen for you. Don't think that you're too wise or too unreachable. Depression can catch anyone. And depression, you can always tame it. Know what triggers you and know what works for you. I actually go so much into charity when I'm feeling like that. I give myself, I give my money out, I share my time with people. Then I think it's that energy of giving out, the joy of giving. It gives back to my soul. It triggers some other new nuances in my life. I start thriving again and I start doing things that are good. So I'm in a better place. And thank you so much for asking. Thank you so much for asking. Siren, people are just not, yeah. But anyway, thank you so much for listening. And if you know somebody who's fighting depression, please don't argue with them. Be there to listen. Sometimes we just want somebody to listen, not somebody to judge us. If you knew my sister, sometimes she's ready to give advice about what I should do when I'm feeling the way I am feeling. And sometimes I just stop her in her tracks. I tell her, listen, I just came here to breathe. I don't want you to advise me. I'm not asking for your advice. I just want to breathe. So let me just talk. So if you are here and you're listening, if your friend is in a state where they're depressed, just give them a listening ear. Sometimes they don't want anyone advising them. They just want somebody to hear them out. That's it. And when they are done talking, okay, drink some tea, do something else. Stop going back to the conversation. Because they are fighting battles, they are fighting demons, they are fighting shadows, which you would never understand if you've never been depressed. So that's just the part that you can do. And let them fight their own battles, because each one of us has their own. Thank you so much for the comments. Each person has their own battles that they are fighting in their heads. The same way we have different fingerprints is the same way that our battles are differently raging. It could be the same experience, two different people, same experience. They will react two different ways. So please don't be in a hurry to advise people when they just want to vent. Just listen. And if somebody says, I'm feeling like this, trust them. A feeling is true to the person feeling it. So you can't go in and start arguing, no, it should be like this, it should be like this. Don't do that. They know what they are feeling. Just understand them. Let them speak. You will have that point where you go like, this is why they are talking like that. Well, anyway, I just wanted to vent. This is therapy for me. And if you know somebody who is fighting depression, you can share this video with them and just let them know that they will be fine. They just have to know what's fighting them and how they can fight back. So if it's giving that they want to do, let them go and give. And if they feel what they have to do is just to vent it out to someone, let them do that. But don't make it a negative experience. Just speak about the facts, this and that, and then let it stop there. No spiraling down. That is just criminal when you are depressed, because it's going to drill you down and let you take your life away. It's not necessary. It's not even worth your time. As in, it's not worth your time. Depression is like a sickness. It can be cured, and it can also be put under control if it cannot be cured, even without medication. I've not been on any medicine, nothing whatsoever. I'm just watching that my health is good. I do a little bit of training, and I also eat very healthy. I'm actually so much on herbal vegetables and stuff like that. Sometimes I go off meat just so I can have a good balance of pH and whatever in my system. So that's one of the things that I do anyway. So if you know somebody who's depressed and they don't know how to get out of it, share this video with them, or otherwise be that person who's just going to listen to them. Just listen to them. Don't argue. Don't. It's not worth it. You just make it worse for them. Just so you know, I'm just sharing because I know what I feel, and I know how people react, and I know what I get good out of and what I don't get good out of. So anyway, thank you so much for staying around and for listening. I hope this video helps someone, and I hope that you can be a good helper for somebody whom you know who could be depressed, because it can go in different ways. Yeah. And anyway, that's what I had for you. Enjoy the rest of the evening or the day. This is Lydia, your girl. Like I always say, be fruitful and be greatness. God bless you. Bye for now.